So this morning we posted a video on Black Ops 7 Zombies like usual where we used the new buffed double tap augment double play, right? And we used it with the XR3 sniper inside of the game and it's pretty OP. But at the end of the video we ended up picking up the actual SG12. We realized it was really good. So today I wanted to take another deep dive into this augment, not to basically talk about the same augment, but I wanted to use the SG12. But I also wanted to try out a Black Ops 6 augment combo with depth perception, critical eye, if you guys don't remember, critical eye paired with Dead Again, I believe it's called, for Deadshot Daiquiri. It allows you to kind of get a little bit of ammo back with body shots, but it got nerfed with Black Ops 7, so it's not as good as it was in Black Ops 6. I know, a lot of information right off the rip. But double play, SG12, the absolute best thing you can use inside of the game right now. I am not even joking, it is so good. Here is my build. You have to see the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy, fellas. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. This is definitely going to be pretty interesting. Now, there's a few score streaks that I could try out today. I don't know specifically which one I'm going to target the most right now. I guess we'll kind of make that decision whenever we hit up the crafting table. But first, we obviously got to get a few perks. Got to get double tap, got to get depth perception, got to get Deadshot Daiquiri. That's going to allow for this strategy to really do good. Now, I think with double play, that it would do good regardless for a majority of things, but I kind of wanted to take it a step further today in hopes that, again, it could possibly change it. We'll see. I did bring in the SG12 as well because at the end of the other video we posted today, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, go check it out, the SG12 can be pretty darn OP with the new fixed augment for double tap. I'm not going to say much. You'll have to go watch that video for it, but I'm sure you'll see a little bit of it in this video, so it really isn't something to keep secret. But we're also trying to do the side Easter egg real quick. I'm sure most of you guys know who play Paradox Junction. We can get a free blue ether tool and a free pack crystal from this, which is such a fun and easy side Easter egg. Things like this keep me from playing the other maps, I swear. Okay, we got to move this one now, which is bam, and then we just got to move that last one, and then it'll be at 115. So yeah, we got to get a little bit of perks, and we kind of got to get set up, and then this can actually happen. Hopefully we aren't wasting our time today. What perk are we actually going to get from this side Easter egg? It would be so huge if we could get double tap, because we already did get Deadshot Daiquiri from the actual house, so it would be cool if we could get that. Unless we're just going to have to get, it's Vulture's Aid, we're going to have to get the Wonder Fizz actually opened, or we could do a free perk Easter egg, or we could get a free random perk to drop. Both of which would be very cool. I would not be complaining about. But here's depth perception right here. We can buy it. So there we go. We got the dead shot and the depth perception going. Now I will say the Deadshot Daiquiri and the depth perception combo did see a pretty big nerf with Black Ops 7. So it's not as good as it was in Black Ops 6, but I figured we would include it, right? Because it could still be helpful. Like just there, it actually did give us a bullet back, or a shell in this case. But yeah, I mean, it could end up adding up and helping us a little bit, but that's for time to tell. I feel like today we're going to use a decent amount of streaks. I don't know if I'm really going to target rarity on my gun, because obviously that would require salvage, and well, the salvage I think would be better for the sake of the video to just be spent towards streaks, man, to see which ones can actually be pretty OP with this combo and which ones aren't, because it definitely can be pretty crazy if you can get ammo back on a streak. If you guys remember back in Black Ops 6, you could use the melee macchiato, right? And you could just punch zombies and get ammo back on the war machine and the minigun. It was pretty crazy. They ended up nerfing that into oblivion, and now you can't do it. Obvious, it's kind of, you know, they're gonna nerf something like that. But it's unfortunate for us players. We can keep doing this real quick, and then this will be done. Then we can kind of get going. I would love to try out the combat bow for sure. I want to like that thing so bad. But as you guys know, it's one of those things that is just very hard to like. It is very weak. It always has been. But maybe it can be good, right? If we can get ammo back, that would be pretty huge. But again, there's some perks we still need to get. We need to get the Wonder Fizz spawned in. But if we kind of hold off on doing rarity, and we kind of hold off on pack-a-punching because we're just going to use streaks, I don't really know what round we're going to go to. I want to make that clear. But that could allow us to kind of get ahead a little bit sooner. We have stamina up over here. We might as well just open up this house and grab that real quick. And then that should be possibly enough perks for us, I think. Alright, so we just purchased the combat bow. Now, usually this double tap augment only works with normal bullet weapons, but we could have a bit of a little broken mechanic in the game. We're about to see. I want to test this out. I want to test the hand cannon out. I think the hand cannon should work, unless they just completely don't let it work for streaks, but we're going to see. I think we have to have a bigger magazine, but let me see. Yeah, so that obviously doesn't add ammo for our magazine, which isn't a good thing, right? What if we do this, and then we kind of do something like that? Let's see. Can we refill our ammo off of this streak? Let's see. So let's pull this out. We can do this, then we can swap. That does not work like that, but let's use this. Yeah, so that doesn't work for the combat bow. Okay, so the combat bow does not work for this, right? We're going to go ahead and test out the hand cannon next. What do we have over here? What is our streak? The war machine? I'm pretty sure this probably isn't going to work. I guess it could. We have 30, right? So I guess we can see. Does it work with the war machine? We can just train these zombies up, throw a decoy. If it's going to activate, it's going to activate right now. So let's see. Ooh! It does. It does work. Oh my god. Okay. If you don't know, the war machine's a 3 burst. Okay. So we got only have shot 2 grenades, right? In theory, because we got 1 back. I think. Yeah. So it usually returns 2. So in my thinking, in my brain, I think it was double tap and depth perception that did that there. We have a mimic right here. We need to take him down with our gun because he will just deflect this whole war machine. Which this works really, really well with this augment. It's really broken. We'll have a little bit of fun with this today. But let's do the war machine now. Let's throw another decoy. So we got 28 in our thing. Let's see. Okay, so that didn't actually activate there because I think it just needs dead shot. Yeah, so that took us down a lot more than what we were thinking, right? So it works, but with Deadshot. Double tap doesn't work on the war machine. Okay, interesting. That is a good little thought. Now we know. Now we know not to try it with the war machine. Obviously, the war machine's still really, really good, but that doesn't exactly work. Let's go ahead and have some fun with this SG12 because this is really broken with this new double tap augment. It's absolutely OP, right? So we have 21 shells in our SG12. We train around for a second, kind of get some zombies together. We can go ahead and take them all down real quick. And this will just give us a ton of our ammo back. We wasted a ton of shells right there, but we have 14 left. So in theory, we only shot 7, which if you guys were watching, we shot way more than that. Come on. There we go. And we have 14 shells still left. So we didn't even lose a bullet for killing those zombies right there. How much is a hand cannon? It is $12.50. Okay, I want to try that. In theory, that one should work because that is a bullet weapon. Now, in the description of the double tap, it's for normal bullet weapons. So, we'll see. You don't know, right? It doesn't work with the blundergat. I said that in the other video as well. But today we're kind of testing a little bit more things on this. Come on. But yeah, this is very, very broken, actually. This whole SG12. Okay, these zombies are pretty much dead. I'm just trying to grab this salvage right now because I want to get a hand cannon. Come on. You can just melee these guys. There we go. Alright, that's the end of round 17. We have another zombie right here. We can just throw a nade at him. He's dead. Okay, give me the hand cannon. Let's see now, because now we have about 10 rounds per mag with this. You can't really refill it. So, in theory, maybe we can get some ammo back. If we can extend this streak, that would be pretty cool. But I'm a little bit optimistic about it because it could very much work. But from the looks of it, the other ones haven't worked. I mean, the War Machine worked with Deadshot Daiquiri and Death Perceptions combo, but we only got 1 back. That isn't really that drastic, right? Seems like it's going to be more a meta for regular weapons. There we go. Here is a max ammo. Okay, we can grab this salvage right here. But, yeah, the SG12 just makes it insanely easy. With how many shells you get back when using this, it's genuinely crazy. Plus, with the Deadshot Daiquiri combo, it's insane. It truly is. Okay. We need to take down the Mimic, if there is one. I swear I went through a few rounds already and have not had a Mimic. But It's okay. So I don't think we'll get ammo back on the first shot because I don't think we can have more than 10 rounds in this, right? So let's throw a decoy. We can shoot. Okay, so there's 4. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be working for the hand cannon either. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Go. Yeah. Okay, so I'm starting to think it doesn't work for streaks. Okay. Noted. That's a good little test, man, because a lot of people definitely do wonder about that. If it does work with streaks, so they'll waste their salvage, right? I'd rather waste mine rather than seeing you guys waste yours all the time, right? So, yeah, I think we can kind of settle it that it doesn't really work for streaks. Well, that's no big deal, dude. When you got the freaking meta SG12 with this combo, it doesn't even matter. Who needs streaks when you got this, right? Okay, so let's say we got 20 shells right now in our magazine. Can we finish this round without reloading? I would like to vote yes. That is a very, very OP thing. Let's go ahead and start taking them down. Come on, zombies. There we go. We can train the last few zombies up. Let them respawn in a little bit. We got 14 rounds in our little mag. Or 14 shells. Come on. There we go. Nice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're left with 10. Only used 11 shells that round. That's how good the SG12 is with this combo, dude. It is absolutely freaking sick. After earlier video of today, I wanted to really hop in and test this out as well. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So how long can 10 shells last us? I know we have this mimic right here, right? Which he's definitely going to take up a decent chunk of the ammo, in a sense. Because you can't kill 2 of him rapidly right now because there's only 1. Let's throw a decoy. We have 6 shells left in our mag. We can keep shooting these guys. You get so much ammo back with this, it's kind of crazy. We have 4 shells still. Let's train these guys up again. Come on. And we still have 4 shells left. Dude, that is so OP. It really is. It really freaking is. Especially with how strong the SG12 is. Alright, here's another Plague Hound. We can take him down. I don't have PhD. We got to be a little bit more cautious than that. Here's the Mimic. He's probably going to make me reload. I guess. Not if we can kill multiple zombies per shot. Well, there we go. We reloaded. Okay. That's the one thing. We will reload when the Mimic arrives. But I'm not worried about that. I don't really care if we reload or not. Okay, we can train around a little bit. Kind of get these zombies to move a little bit more back here. So yeah, for the augment to work, you got to kill 2 zombies in very quick succession, right? So you just got to kill them rapidly. And you have a chance of getting 2 rounds back, 2 round shells, whatever weapon you're using. And it only specifically works for normal bullet weapons. I'm glad we kind of tested a little bit of score streaks at the beginning of this video, because I think that's a very important thing. You know, because back in Black Ops 6, that did happen a lot, and you could do that. It was like a literal glitch in the system, it felt like, to just get infinite ammo with your score streaks. It really was pretty crazy. But that doesn't work now, and I definitely am glad that we kind of discovered that. So, you guys, again, don't hurt your game by wasting all your salvage trying to use streaks and trying to see if you can get infinite ammo with it. It just doesn't work. They've kind of grew a little bit smarter this year. We got enough for triple pack. Might as well do it. We only have blue rarity, and it doesn't look like we're getting epic rarity anytime soon because we wasted all of our salvage. But with SG12, who needs epic rarity? I mean, is it even true that we can go through this round without ever reloading? I definitely want to test that theory. Let's test it. Round 25, a decent round. Not a super high round. We're not on, you know, crazy round 200, 300, 400. We're not on those type of rounds. But we certainly are on a round that most people get to if you're doing the Easter egg, or most people kind of get to if you're just wanting to play a little chill game of zombies. It's kind of one of those normal rounds to be on. So let's see. How many zombies can we kill without having to reload with this? We got to make sure we're killing multiple zombies with one shot. That is also why I paired this with Dragon's Breath, because Dragon's Breath is going to allow us to get multiple kills pretty quick. So there we go. We got a few zombies left. We got 2 shells left in our weapon. Obviously, we wasted a little bit. We got 2 back right there. And there we go. 1 zombie left. We had to reload. 2 zombies left. I like to blame it on the fact that we had to fight the Mimic. Things like that, right? If we don't fight the Mimic with this SG12, I think we could definitely get pretty much easily there to completing this round without having to reload. So let's say, for a theory, let's take down the Mimic. Let's reload. Can we beat this round now without reloading? That's a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. That is not a, that is not something to underestimate. Let's try or get these zombies on this decoy. Then we can just unleash. We just killed a lot of them. And guess what? We didn't use a single shell. And we just got all those kills. We still have 21 shells in our magazine, which is the full mag. I can't reload this weapon. And I just killed that many zombies. That is crazy, dude. That is absolutely crazy. It's crazy how when an augment's fixed, it completely changes the metas. Which I'm not saying the SG12 isn't and already wasn't the meta, but it just became even better. Even better. Now, some of you guys might ask, Spazo, why didn't you try the death machine? To be honest, this would be very, very good if it worked with the death machine, other than the fact that I wouldn't even notice it worked. Because you shoot so fast. That's the one thing. Like, this augment is good for those slower firing weapons. It isn't good for the SMGs because you wouldn't even notice it, right? So, yeah. But this is a very OP meta right now, this SG12 with this double play. Here's the Mimic. We have 11 shells left. Can we stack some good ammo? We still have 11 shells. We can try and kill multiple more zombies. We still have 11. We haven't even used a single bullet this round. Obviously we have, but double play just gives them all back. Let's throw another decoy. We can just unleash into these guys. We can kind of jump a little bit, kind of spread our dragon's breath damage. There we go. Nice. Okay, we have 4 shells left. We can kind of run around a little bit. Okay, we got these zombies right here. We have 1 shell left for the last zombie. Mind you, we started this round with 11 shells. That's when we started round 27 with 11 frickin' shotgun shells, and we went through the entire round without having to reload. Ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely very, very good in the game, and it is way more OP than I actually thought it was going to be, for sure. I'm disappointed that the streaks don't work with it, but to be honest, I kind of knew in the back of my head they weren't going to work, but I really wanted to test it out just in today's video to see it, especially after this morning's video where we tested this out with the XR3 sniper rifle. It was pretty crazy, but I had to do another deep dive into this augment. I'm not changing this augment. This augment is literally going to change Black Ops 7 Zombies' metas forever. Literally. And it is so freaking good. And yeah, I can't believe I made 2 videos in one day on the same topic, but this is really, really good, and I definitely think you guys need to give this a shot inside of your games. Hopefully today's video persuades you to use this augment or research double tap if you haven't already to get this augment unlocked. But this augment, if you played Black Ops 6, you should already have it unlocked, but I know some of you guys haven't, so you're obviously not going to have this augment unlocked, but I'm sure most of you guys do. We can keep heading over this way. Come on, zombies. Okay, we can throw a decoy. I didn't even know I killed the Mimic already. Come on. Got 1 shell left, and there we go. We had to reload. Some rounds, you just don't get as much ammo. Some you do. But it's those rounds you do that is just crazy. I mean, truth be told. There's a double points. Love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, use this augment. Let me know what you guys think about the SG12 with double play inside of the game. In my opinion, this is probably the best thing you can use right now inside of the game. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you can, you know, enjoy this video if you did. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.